everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Raiders are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Dolphins, who will have to be at their best to slow them down. With that, we're once again off to L.A. We're standing by. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Raiders. First carry for Giovanni Bernard, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Trey Waynes is a very aggressive cover corner player, learning how to add off coverage to his game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Shipped together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And he's brought down after a good gain. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, on trots the Dolphins field goal unit and Andrew Franks. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Carr. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Carr now on first down. Surveying the field, eluding the pressure right, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. Offensive starters here, Marcel Reese, a force to be reckoned with.
We always talk about giving love to offensive linemen. How about the guys that the position's almost extinct? Fullbacks. Marcel Reese can do it all. Can block, can catch, and then after the catch, he can turn it upfield.
And his throw here's incomplete. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Third down at 8 now. Throwing his car on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Carr to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Third and goal. Flushed out right. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Now on fourth down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, Palmer. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And the play clock's running down. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Landry. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go play action now. Palmer forced out to his left. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it third down. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. On 3rd down, Palmer into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And
we'll see if they can do just that. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Murray, the lone setback. Carr now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving that. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
2nd down now after the pass completion. To throw again, it's Palmer. And this one brought in by Sanu. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Eddie Lacy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's Dree Archer. Stays on his feet. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
From midfield, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Carr again. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. They start the drive on the ground with Lacy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. Escobar with it over the middle. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that's good for a Miami first down.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. And this one brought in by Sanu. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Palmer. Underneath, this is Bernard. And the stop will come inside. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Third and 2, now Palmer. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon LaFell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So 2nd and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Frank's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. Archer, the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Murray, the lone setback. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
So now here come the Dolphins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, it's Palmer. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Throwing again here, Palmer. Sanu with a grab over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Second down now after the incompletion. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Palmer, he's got time. Caught by Sanu. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They come up in an offset eye. Carr now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One receiver left, two to the right.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Raiders will take possession. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, here's Palmer. And caught by Cameron right side. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Palmer on 1st down, surveying the field. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the...
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jason Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. shift together here from the D-line. Here's Palmer to throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes from the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Card out a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Murray the lone setback. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Carr to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Landry. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Brandon LaFell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Throwing is Palmer. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Second down following the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And Reed with it over the middle. A good pickup there at 22.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Carr again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. Again, it's Carr. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start it up. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. He's got time. And incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Get ready.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver, joining only Gale Sayers as men with a 6-touchdown performance in a single game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And a right side completion here by LaFell. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Now Palmer to throw, and he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, it's Palmer. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now Palmer on 1st down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Palmer to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Palmer now. And Cameron has it over the middle. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now it's Palmer. And that's complete to LaFell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They go play action here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 23 yards on the play. Throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.